Thank the Lord. It's fixed. So how did we fix it? Well, so my coworker was the one that ordered the parts from Funny Playing, again, directly from the Funny Playing website from China. We sent him a picture of what was happening, or I should say we sent them actually the video of what was happening, where, if you recall, down was not working. And they sent us a new, this board, the display board. I think they just call this one like the DMG PC board, or display board, whatever you want to call it. It's the board that the screen connects to and the buttons are on, but of course in this case it's also where that switch was, and the Type-C. So replace that board, and here we go. We can push the contrast button in for the menu, and down works, up works. We can change color, and we can change display modes. You know what? I haven't even done the peel yet. Oh, man, I've waited weeks to do this. Oh, yeah. Like I said, this is pretty similar to my other IPS kit, which I've shown off. So it's the same color set and the same display modes. And so I've kind of shown this all off before. So CLR obviously is color, DSP is display mode. So you got with pixel gap or without, and then you have with a black border with pixel gap or without. Frame blending, and then the X and the Y coordinates to move the picture in to center the image in the bezel. And you can see how much we had to change this, right? Like that's plus 21 and minus 60. So you do have to adjust this quite a bit, just depending on your kit and your screen, I guess, to get that centered. But once that's centered in the bezel, good Lord, does that ever look amazing? Because again, this is the laminated screen. And so, yeah, you can't really even tell where the screen, wow, you cannot tell where the screen ends and where the bezel begins. It just looks amazing. That is really, really cool. So I'm obviously super pleased that this is now working. And now that this is done, we can focus on testing the other aspects of this kit. Again, this has got the Type-C charging. Does it give you an indication when it's charging or charged? And once it is charged, well, how long is it going to run? Like I said, it's a pretty big lithium-ion battery in there, so it should have a pretty good runtime. So I guess we can move on to testing that. But good Lord, I'm just glad this thing is together and working, because it looks amazing. That is just something else. All right, so I got a Type-C charger, just a phone charger. I'm going to plug that in the side. And would you look at that? A blue LED comes on. I assume that blue LED means it's charging. Perhaps it just goes out when it's done charging. I'm not sure. We will just let it sit long enough and find out. The light turned green. It was blue, and now it's green. So I assume that means it's done charging. Sure would be nice if Funny Playing documented any of this. But yeah, assuming it's fully charged now, let's see how long it runs for. All right, it's 6:03 p.m. I'm going to turn this on. And I'm going to put it on, say like 10 for brightness. It's a 10 out of 15. And I'll just have to check on it, I guess, every half an hour or so. And we'll see how long it goes. All right, I am in my car, and that's because I got to go to work. It is now 8:13. We started this at 6, was it like 6:05 p.m. yesterday? So this thing's been going for 14 hours. I did not expect that. I thought, maybe 4 to 8, 6 to 8, somewhere in there. I did not expect this thing to go 14 hours. And I don't know how much longer it's going to go at this point, but I can't stick around and watch it. This is my coworkers. I've got to bring it to them. So I might miss when this thing dies, but at this point it's gone a little over 14 hours. I'll keep it going, and maybe it will die soon, but I just don't know. I wanted to mention a few things before I forget. One is I mentioned, being curious if this had the same issue, the cropping issue that mine has, and it does not. So that is nice. If you've seen the video on mine saying, it has a minor flaw, something about the funny playing OSD, Q5 OSD having the tiniest flaw. Well, that was the very the very right vertical line of resolution being cut off, and then kind of doubled over to the left side. So it looked a little strange, and things would get cut off like right when you boot up Tetris. A little like quotation mark at the end. The end of that quotation mark would just be cut off, and on there it does go right to the edge, but it's not cut off. The other thing I wanted to mention was the speaker, which I never really did show it, but it does get pretty loud. As expected, it's a brand new speaker. Gets about as loud as I guess a DMG should get, which is to say it's not crazy loud, but it's loud enough for sure. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. Again, we're over 14 hours at this point. All right, it's 9:03. It's pretty much been 15 hours. I got to call it at this point. I'm minutes away from having to be at work, and this will be out of my hands at that point. So I don't know. It's gonna go at least 15 hours. Now I don't know if it's just my imagination, but it looks like that power LED has gotten dimmer. Now I'm in my car now, but it's an overcast day. I have tinted windows. I don't feel like it's really that bright in here. That just does look like it's dimmer. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's my imagination. But yeah, I don't think it's going to go much longer. Again, I'm already surprised it's gone this long, and yeah, I really do think that power LED has gotten dimmer. But yeah, that's it. Got to call it here. Definitely wasn't expecting this when I started this at 6 p.m. yesterday, that 15 hours later it would still be going. But there you have it. Really, really good battery life on this thing.